How are you today? This is Teacher Liz from Chalor School and welcome to my English class. Our topic for today is about telling the time. Before that, let us first review the numbers. 1. O-N-E 1. 2. T-W-O 2. 3. T-H-R-E-E 3. 4. F-O-U-R 4. 5. F-I-V-E 5. 6. S-I-X 6. 7. S-E-V-E-N 7. 8. E-I-G-H-T 8. 9. N-I-N-E 9. 10. T-E-N 10. 11. E-L-E-V-E-N 11. The lesson is 12. T-W-E-L-V-E 12. Now let's proceed. What time is it? The first one is this one. If the long hand points to 12 and the short hand points to 1, the time is 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock. Next, if the long hand points to 12 and the short hand points to 2, then the time is 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. Next, if the long hand points to 12 and the short hand points to 3, then the time is 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. Very good. Next, if the long hand points to 12 and the short hand points to 4, then the time is 4 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock. The next one is, if the long hand points to 12 and the short hand points to 5, then the time is 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. Next, if the long hand points to 12 and the short hand points to 6, then the time is 6 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock. Great. Next, if the long hand points to 12 and the short hand points to 7, then the time is 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock. The next one is, if the long hand points to 12 and the short hand points to 8, then the time is 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. Next, if the long hand points to 12 and the short hand points to 9, then the time is 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. Next, how about this one? If the long hand points to 12 and the short hand points to 10, then the time is 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. The next one is, if the long hand points to 12 and the short hand points to 11, then the time is 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. And lastly, if the long hand points to 12 and the short hand also points to 12, then the time is 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock. Okay, I hope you understand what I taught you. Next, let's have some exercises. What time is it? What time is it? The short hand points to 2, so the time is, it's 2 o'clock. Very good! Next, how about this one? What time is it? The short hand points to 10, so the time is, it's 10 o'clock. Great! What time is it? The short hand points to 6. The time is, it's 6 o'clock. What time is it? The short hand points to 11. The time is, it's 11 o'clock. What time is it? The short hand points to 9. So the time is, it's 9 o'clock. How about this one? What time is it? Look at the clock. The short hand points to 1. The time is, it's 1 o'clock. Okay, great! So that's all, everybody. I hope you learned something from me today. See you again next week. Goodbye!